Hello. Hi there. Hello. Hi. Hi, my name is Olushaya Ashuru. Welcome to the very first episode of Mom Pods with Olushaya. My name is Olushaya Ashuru, like I said earlier, for those who don't know me. And I'm the founder of Moms Achieving Purpose, a community for mothers who want to be more intentional about their parenting and who also want to discover, embrace, and fulfill their God-given purpose. I'm a mom coach, trainer, and speaker with the John Maxwell team. And my passion is for mothers in particular, okay? So if you're a mom and you're watching me, thank you so much for joining. Today, and actually in the month of June, on our Moms Achieving Purpose community, on Facebook, on Instagram, we're talking about internet safety for children. And really, I came here a few days ago to let you know that you should join us throughout the month of June as we talk about internet safety for children. The Mom Pod with Olushaya will happen every Tuesday. Okay, so it's whether or not we are talking about internet safety, we're going to be having this podcast, this Mom Pod with Olushaya every Tuesday here on Periscope. So thank you for joining. Hi, someone is here at THC Zone 4. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. And so we're talking about internet safety for kids. And the reason why I'm particularly talking about this right now, in this month of June, is because summer is here. And in the summer, the threat on the internet increase because our children have more access, more time on their hands to be more involved in internet-based activities. So today I'm going to be sharing with you four major threats that the children are exposed to on the internet. Actually, we have a whole long list of things that can pose as threats. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Hi people. Thank you for being a part of the scope. So we're talking about internet safety for the children and the four major threats that the children are exposed to just because they are on the internet. Okay, so I was saying that fine, we know we have a lot of threats on the internet that children can be exposed to, but I'll be sharing these four major risk areas because they are the four major areas that every child really is exposed to. Okay, so there'll be some peculiar. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining. Come on in. Please don't forget to share the broadcast with your friends. Thank you for sharing. And so we're talking about the fact that these four major threats are important. Okay, they are important because they affect almost all children. So so if you have children, you're a mother, you're a parent, and you have children, and your children are above the age of 2, okay, this broadcast is for you. So please stay tuned while I share with you those four major threats on the internet. Right. Okay then. So the first threat I'll share with you on the internet today, the first major threat that children are exposed to just because they have access to the internet, whether in the home or at their friends' homes, in school, at church, anywhere. As long as your children have access to the internet, these are the threats that they face all the time. The first major threat that children face on the internet is pornography. Okay, and because of the addictive nature of pornography, it has wide-ranging consequences for both your boy and your girl. Okay, so the fact that you have internet access on your phone, your mobile device, on the computer, is already a threat point for your child to be exposed to pornography on the internet. And the thing about it is that we can't run away from this. As long as you have a mobile device, your children have a tendency from the major apps that they use, even the ones on your phone. As long as your phone has apps that gives you access to the internet, your children always run the risk of being exposed to pornography on the internet. So don't say that it's something that that won't happen to me. It could happen to you. It could happen to anybody actually. So yeah, the fact that you have a mobile device is already a threat point. And research actually shows that 62% of pornography that is viewed on the internet is viewed on mobile devices. What that tells you is that it's closer home than you think. So gone are the days where you think that just because you don't have a computer in your home, well, you don't have access to the internet. As long as you're watching me here, means you have access to the internet. And what that automatically means is that your child can go to the apps on your phone, something can pop up, and from there they have this opportunity of, or let's say a threat of, being exposed to pornography. Okay? 62% of pornography. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the reactions. Thank you so much. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Thank you for sharing also with your friends. Please share the broadcast so that more people can join in. 62% of pornography that is viewed on mobile devices. Actually, that's the thing. Okay, so that's the danger that is there. These dangers are real. Thank you for joining. Welcome, and please share the broadcast. Don't forget to share, and please give me the heart. Let me know that you're enjoying what I'm saying. And the average age of a child's first exposure to pornography is age 11. Okay, so some children will see pornography at younger ages, some at older ages, but the average age is age 11. All right, so this shows you that the risk of exposure to pornography, for me, is even the greatest risk on the internet. Is there? It's like handing your child a book, a big book, okay, that has loads and loads of information on it. No control, no safeguarding, and in that book we have loads and loads of pornographic images on that book. And you hand that book over to your child, no control, nothing in place to keep your child safe from that content in that book. That's what it is when you actually give your child access to the internet without any control, without safeguarding them. The reason we're talking about the threats of internet to your child is so that you can know what to do, so that you can take action, be more deliberate about how you safeguard your child from just allowing them to have access to the internet without any control. That's why it's important for you to know that these threats are real. They are definitely real. They are there. Okay, so the second threat I'm going to be talking about is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is real. Okay, cyberbullying is any form of aggression, of aggressive behavior that happens on the internet space. So digitally, anything that is sent to anybody else as a threat and aggression on the cyberspace is called cyberbullying. Bullying through the internet, bullying through digital means, and this is real. It is real because your children are young. They're impressionable, okay? And they actually see their reputation, their own, I have these friends. So they have the tendency to feel bad when a friend, excludes them, threatens them, is aggressive towards them. And because of the anonymity of the internet, I can sit behind my device right now, okay? And you don't even know who I am. I could use another name. You don't know who I am. And I could use that opportunity to be a bully to another child, to another person. That's cyberbullying. And because of this anonymity, a lot more children see the internet as a tool to oppress their own friends, to oppress people they don't like. They don't like you and they just oppress you. They gang up against another child. And we see a lot of children commit suicide because of cyberbullying. It's a real threat that your child is exposed to as long as they use the internet. Social media and all those places are places where your child is exposed to cyberbullying. And that's why it's important for you to teach your children these dangers that are there. Educate them on these dangers. Let them know that these dangers are real. From there you can let them know how to relate to people on the cyberspace, how to relate to people, tell them what is acceptable, what is not acceptable, and if they ever encounter any negative thing, they know what to do. Empower them to take the right choices on cyberspace. That is another threat. So I've talked about pornography. I'm talking about right now, I just finished talking about cyberbullying. Another threat that your children can face on cyberspace is sexual predators. So there are sexual predators here on cyberspace. And these sexual predators actually maximize the information that your children share online to harm them. Okay, that's why it's important for you to empower your children, educate them, let them know what is right to share on social media. Let them know the pressure of sharing is great. Social media tells you share. So all of us are very, quick to share things on social media. Let your children know what is acceptable to share. Let them know what information is acceptable to share. Let them know what information they shouldn't share. Because it is this information that sexual predators use to prey on your child. That's why it's important for you to let them know. I mean, this is nothing new. Sexual predators have always been in existence. It's just that right now, because of the internet, they are closer home. Okay, they have more access to our children. Usually, in the past, sexual predators will be limited to a particular location. Thank you for joining SLH Ventures. Thank you for joining the scope. Please share with your followers. Let them also join us here. I was saying that, in the past, you could limit sexual predators to a particular location. All you have to do is be with your children, and make sure that they are not exposed to this risk. But now, with the internet, it has exponentially increased the level of access to your children. Predators go where kids go. Those apps your children use, predators are there. Hi, The Realist. Thank you for joining. The Realist. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Please share the broadcast with your friends. The internet is there. It has increased exponentially the level of access of sexual predators to your child. Predators go where children go, to their favorite apps, just waiting for a willing person that they can just, prey upon. That is why it is key. Let your children know how to behave on the internet. The internet is always is a dangerous place. It's a dark place if it is not used well. If you don't understand the risk and you don't take necessary precautions, the internet can pose to be a very dark place. And knowing that children are young, impressionable, sometimes they don't know how to act around people. That's why you need to actually ensure that you educate your child, empower them to act safe on the internet. So I've talked about those 3 threats right now. I've talked about pornography, talked about cyberbullying. I've just finished talking about sexual predators. Okay, sexual predators, and the last one I'm going to talk about right now is sexting and damaged reputations. Sexting and damaged reputations. See, the internet never forgets anything. So whatever information your child shares on the internet is always there. Okay, and the consequences of a damaged reputation can take years, sometimes a lifetime, to correct. So that's why it is very important for you to let your children know how to conduct themselves on the internet. They shouldn't share things that they will not be proud of. They shouldn't share things. We talk about sexting. Sexting is, the receiving or the giving or the sending of any form of, sexually explicit content. Right, sexually suggestive content across digital space. That's sexting. Okay, so let your children know they shouldn't send things that can any form of sexually suggestive pictures of themselves, semi-nude pictures, nude pictures of themselves. Is not something they want to share across cyber. They shouldn't share those things. The internet never forgets anything. Okay, and statistics shows that over 20% of teen girls have sent or posted nude or semi-nude of themselves at some point. In fact, for boys, it goes up to 40%. And it takes only 1 second. It takes only 1 click for your child's reputation to be damaged. Only 1 click is what it takes for a child's reputation to be damaged on the internet. How long does it really take for something to go viral? Just 1 click, just 1 share. Someone else shares it and shares it and shares it, and then it goes viral. Okay, it's amazing what just 140 characters in a tweet can do. What damage it can do to a person's reputation. It is amazing. That's why it's important for you to be careful. Let your children know what is right to share. Okay, let them know what is right to be shared. That's why, as a parent, you need to be observant. Okay, be observant. You need to be engaged. You need to be informed. Let your children know how to handle the internet responsibly. Don't take it for granted that they will just know. If you're not telling them what to do, they will not just know. They won't just know. Okay? Yeah, so like technology is a beautiful thing. Your children should love technology. Embrace technology because it's useful for them, educative for them. But you also need to let them know that as beautiful and as lovely as technology is, there's also the place of the dangers of the darkness that technology actually brings. So you need to defend your children from the online dangers. Protect them. Protect your children from the dangers that are lurking on internet-ready devices. Protect them. Explain the risks involved to them. Teach them prevention. Let them understand. Educate them. You also need to be educated. You also need to let yourself know what exactly is it that I can learn so that I can keep my children informed. The internet is amazing, but it can be dangerous. It has many wonderful productive purposes, but like anything else, it has its own dark side. So I've shared with you those 4 internet risky threats. Those threats with you: pornography, cyberbullying, sexual predators, and damaged reputations. Those 4 things are the things that are really those things are the things that are threats to you as a parent. So you need to also inform your children of these threats. Thank you so much for joining this club today. Next time on this on this mom podcast with Olusheye, I'll be sharing with you the apps, those apps that you use, that you probably have them on your phone, on your mobile devices. I'm going to be sharing with you those apps, and those apps are that are there, and I will be sharing with you the risk factors that are involved in those apps. So join me again next week Tuesday, and I will share with you talk about internet safety. Please share this broadcast with your friends. Thank you so much for joining. If you're going to watch it on the replay, my name is Olusheye Ashiru. Thank you also for joining me here. God bless you. See you next time. Bye.